All right, everybody, welcome back to Free America. Thanks for joining me. As promised, we're going to talk about the Applegate Fairbairn combat knives. So this is the current version made by Booker of the Applegate Fairbairn combat knife. Now, this was a product improved version of the original Fairbairn Sykes commando knife, which we talked about in the previous video. So when you lay them side by side, you can see the difference in the handles. So the Applegate knife has a bigger handle, right? And it's you have a better positive grip with this handle than with the original Fairbairn metal handle. So if your hands are wet or sweaty, or you have some sort of something on your hands that will make you slip, then this knife is a little less desirable. The other difference, of course, is the tip. So the blade on this knife is wider, and it has a more spear pointed tip as opposed to a needle point. So the reason was, this was a lesson learned with this knife, okay? This knife in combat was known to get stuck on a bone, a rib, your spine or something along those lines. This needle tip would get stuck. So you'll see this one, mine is a little bit rounded for that purpose, but I was disinclined to cut off too much of it. So this knife was designed in this manner to make it a better stabbing knife. This particular version has half serration. You can get them with both side serration or without any serration at all. This knife is made by Booker. They've also been made by Blackjack and Almar. So Almar made these knives originally back in the I guess in the 70s and 80s, and the Almar knives are ridiculously expensive. So now this one's been around a little while. It's a little bit dusty. This is the sheath that comes with it. It's got the little Velcro. To be brutally honest with you, I don't carry it in this sheath. I have a Kydex sheath that I carry it in. And this knife right here is made by Gerber. It's called the Gerber Combat Folder. And it is essentially the folding version of this knife. Okay, very similar style blade, also signed by Rex Applegate and W.E. Fairbairn, just like this one. Rex Applegate. So this is a folding knife, right? It's got a liner lock and a little thumb stud, so you can open it. And this particular knife is a U.S. Army issued knife. So super, well, not super common, pretty common in the military. So as actual combat knives, these are outstanding. Great piece of gear. A little more expensive than, you know, your standard K-bars and cold steels, but they're worth it. So I'm glad I got a chance to share these with you. Oh, I also wanted to tell you about Rex Applegate. So Rex Applegate, and here's a picture of him. Rex Applegate started his military career just prior to World War II. So he graduated from college as an ROTC officer and got a regular Army commission as an MP. So he was later selected to become an OSS officer. And when he was working with W.E. Fairbairn in the OSS, the two of them collaborated on close combat techniques and weapons. And after the war, this knife that you see in front of you right now is the brainchild of the two of them. Like I said, kind of a product improved version of the Fairbairn Sykes knife. So Colonel Applegate stayed in the business for a long time, in and out of you know, military and security and so forth, and passed away a few years ago. But I did get a chance to meet him at the SHOT Show in 1995. Excellent gentleman. I'm sorry that, you know, we've lost him, and you know, he's a great American. Just amazing amount of history that he was involved in. So again, thanks for joining me today. I hope this was entertaining or useful or something. If not, leave me a comment and tell me what I can do better. If you like it, then, you know, please give me a thumbs up. And thanks for joining me again. God bless America.